Mm. Welcome, everybody, to Highly Motivated with your host, Oraganji. That's right, here we are. A very exciting Wednesday, a smoky toke, a chit chat, a community get together. That's what this is. And on our community get togethers, normally I'm coming to you live Friday, Sunday, Wednesday. I am live like 80% of the time. But tonight, I'm not. Tonight, life is moving too fast. This week has been a busy week. This week, so much going on that I honestly, I can't even slow down. I can't even slow down enough. So I didn't want to cheat you out of a smoke sesh. I didn't want to leave you without a Wednesday smoky toke. So here I am. It's me, Oraganji. We are pre-taped. So today, we are pre-taping this highly motivated, highly enthusiastic episode. Tonight, many different micro topics, and we're going to expand on these on our Friday night show. I do want to remind everybody that the 28th, which is this Saturday in the Villages in Florida, a retirement community area, Goldflower Cannabis, a medical cannabis provider here in the state of Florida, is doing their 13th grand opening. That's 1-3. The 13th grand opening. It's going to be big. The discounts are going to be huge. Everybody's incredibly excited, including myself. And that's what's happening. That's what's going on. So I'll be there for the big grand opening on Saturday. Just reminding everybody to get out there, get big discounts, mingle, schmooze a little bit with community. It's going to be big, and I'm really excited about it. So tonight's show, micro topics, so many little things going on. I know I can talk forever on certain topics. Simulation theory, the multiverse, all these crazy questions, the Galactic Federation. Right now, we are in the age of disclosure, the age of information, the age of secrets that were hidden for years. And we were told how wrong we were. We may have not been so wrong. So the reason I said simulation theory, or our universe being a simulation, being a projection of another life, another time frame, another universe. But we are playing it out here in our timeline. So the simulation theory got me thinking. And it got me thinking about creating life as you see it, creating life in the vision that you want to project. So recently I've had some videos out that have been talking about manifestation, simple manifestation. If we're living in a simulation, manifestation is only easier. It's only easier because it's simulating the world through our view. Not all of us see the world the same way. None of us see the world the same way, because it is an interpretation from our light gathering, from our vision, from how we perceive the world. That's how the world is playing out. That's how it's manifesting. That's how it's creating. That's how it's happening. So it got me thinking, if there is a simulation theory, if that's what it really is, then we create the simulation. We create the simulation. How wild. So this is about that, this micro topic, what I'm, the spoken word that I'm going to speak, start with. That's what it's about. The inward projection. The inward projection of us. Look, they told you it's out there. The universe. It's stretching, it's expanding, it's exploding into infinity. Galaxies far, far away. Truth somewhere very distant. God. Not sure what he or she or it or they might be. They, because, aliens. But God, somewhere, the ancient signal that is before everything. But what if that's backwards? So I said God somewhere above. But what if that is backwards? What if this isn't an outward projection, but an inward projection? Simulation theory. What if everything you see is not coming to you, but through you? A hologram, not cast across the sky, but blooming behind your own eyes, creating behind your own thought. Not something that you necessarily observe, but something that you are generating. Your eye color translated, every sound interpreted, every moment has been constructed right here inside the silent theater of awareness. You think you're walking through the world, but the world is walking through you. You think you're reacting to reality, but reality is responding to your projection. This isn't illusion like a deception. This is illusion like creation. A living, rendering, conscious display. A reality engine powered by perception. Your perception. So pause for a second. If everything you experience is assembled in your mind, if every edge of existence is shaped by your awareness, then where does the universe actually exist? Out there or in here? In here. Because if it's in here, then distance dissolves, separation softens, and suddenly you're not small anymore. You're not insignificant. You are the screen and the signal, the observer and the architect, the question and the answer echoing back. They told you God was watching you. But what if God is being you? Not in ego, not in arrogance, but in essence. In the quiet truth that consciousness is not something that you have. It's something that you are. And through you, consciousness experiences itself. Every thought you think, a brushstroke, a creation. Every belief you hold is structure. Every emotion that you carry creates the color in our field of existence. You are not just in reality. You are rendering reality, creating reality, moment by moment, frame by frame, breath by breath. This is the inward projection. Inward, a hologram not displayed, but felt into existence. That's wild. That is so wild. And what's even more wild is you've been doing it the whole time. Unaware, but powerful. Unaware, but powerful. Untrained, but divine. So what happens? What happens when you realize it? When you stop seeing life as something happening to you and you start recognizing it as something forming through you, coming through you. What happens when you take responsibility for the frequency, the vibe and frequency that you hold, that power, the images you repeat, the stories you believe? Because if this is your projection, then fear builds prisons, but belief opens doors. Doubt distorts the image, but clarity sharpens it into form. You don't need permission to create. You don't need approval to align. You don't need validation to step into what you already are, because you were never just human observing a universe. You are consciousness experiencing itself as form, as physical form. You are the inward projection, the lens, the light, the field of vision. Call it universe, call it awareness, call it God. But don't put it above you when it's breathing as you. So the next time you look around, don't just ask, what is this place? Ask, what am I creating right now? Because this, all of this, is not just happening. It's being imagined into existence by you. By you. We call this reality. But what if this, all of this, is a simulation? But not the kind that they warned you about. Not some prison built by something else, but a canvas built through you. What if the code is consciousness and the processor is awareness itself? And every moment you live is not pre-written, but rendered in real time by the way you see it. Inward projection, the simulation that we are creating. We are creating because look closer. Two people, same world, different realities. Same sky. One sees beauty, one sees nothing. Same moment. One feels gratitude, one feels the lacking. So tell me, is it the world that needs fixing or the lens that's picturing it? We say possible simulation, like it makes things fake. But when I say it's an inward projection that you have, it's not a fake simulation. It is your creation of that simulation. But what if simulation just means interactive, responsive, adaptive, alive from your input? What if this reality is like a feedback loop where thought becomes signal, signal becomes the pattern, pattern becomes the experience that we have, consciousness experiencing itself, and experience loops back to reinforce the thought. You're not just in the story, you're holding the pen while reading the page. So you're writing the story, creating the story, reading it, playing out, simulating it. You're the player. You're the narrator. You are the environment. You are the entire thing all at once. So, and God, and this is, so I say we are God. We are God, all of us. We create the reality around us. We create the universe around us. So I'm not so shy to say that all of us together are the creation. We are that creation. So we placed God outside the system, above the sky, beyond this code that we write. But what if God is the system itself? That's us, not a character, not a watcher, but the field that allows all characters to exist. The source code running through every line of this experience, and you not separate from it, but a localized expression of it, a perspective that we as God use to experience this creation, our simulation. So when you think you're not just thinking, you're scripting. When you believe you're not just hoping, you're compiling reality. And when you feel deeply, honestly, fully, you're executing this code. You're creating the simulation that you have written, that you have put together. Because what you repeat in your mind becomes the architecture of your entire experience. What you expect begins to organize around you. What you assume quietly writes the life around you. Huh. You call it coincidence, but it's pattern recognition inside a system that's responding to you. So the question was never, is this a simulation? The real question is, are you conscious of your creation of it? Are you conscious that you are running the simulation, that you are writing code? Because you can live in this world on autopilot. reacting, repeating, recycling the same script day after day. Or you can wake up inside the experience. You can realize that this is editable. This is influenceable. This is alive. It's alive. And no, you don't control everything, but you shape more than you think. You shape through focus, through belief, through the story that you refuse to let go of. You don't choose every event, but you choose the meaning. And meaning is the deepest layer of our perceived simulated reality. Meaning is what turns events into identity. Identity is what writes our next chapter. So are you playing the story or are you writing it? Are you reacting to the simulation or collaborating with it, editing, creating? Because right now, in this exact breath, you are generating your version of reality through perception, through interpretation, through the silent assumptions that you carry like truth. And if that's true, then you're not trapped here. You're participating. Not powerless, but powerful in ways you've never really fully claimed. So don't escape the simulation. Understand it. Don't fear the illusion. Shape it. Don't search for God outside of a system when the system itself, this is the system. Don't search for God outside of the system. The system itself is divine, and it's running through you right now. So breathe. Look around, ask yourself, is this the story that I'm living? What story am I choosing to tell next? What story am I choosing to experience next? It's exciting. It's exciting because there's so much going on. Thank you, everybody, for coming to Highly Motivated. Your host tonight, me, Oraganji. Excited as always, enthusiastic as always. Don't forget, this is an incredible week. It's been going by so fast. So much is happening. Keep your eyes open and really look at the environment around you. Look at the reality around you that you're shaping, you're creating. You are the biggest reason it's here. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for coming tonight. Even though we're pre-taped, we will be live on Friday. Friday night show will be 100% live from the parking lot of the Goldflower Cannabis, medical cannabis provider here in the state of Florida. Goldflower, organic, hand-trimmed living soil bud. Remember, it matters what you put in your body. You put Goldflower. So the big grand opening is this Saturday. Friday night, I will be in front of the location, broadcasting, excited as always, kind of like pregame for the big grand opening on Saturday. I appreciate all of you. I thank you all. This is exciting. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited. That being said, we still have a couple days left to the week, so be amazing. Do amazing things. Remember, the weekend is coming up before we even know it. It's like this, like this. So appreciate every second, every moment that you are given. Create it. Appreciate it. Become it. Highly motivated, everybody. I'll see you all Friday.